you guys are looking for cheap, fast, reliable Ultimate Team coins, definitely go and check out UT Coinbank's fantastic automated service. You get your coins within about 10 seconds. Go ahead and check them out. I'll leave the links down in the description. And apart from that, hope you guys do enjoy today's video. Goodbye. What is up, guys? ThePremiumRat here. Welcome back to episode 6 of the Spurs career mode. Today we start with our Europa League home game against Red Bull Salzburg. This is the final game in the group stage, the 6th game. We had 11 points from the 5 games. And so we only needed a draw to guarantee our top spot. We started the game really well. A couple of good chances that weren't put away. First, Stambouli forcing a good save out of the keeper, and then Marshall getting played through and with his weaker foot just pulling that absolutely agonisingly wide. Again, another couple of chances. Marshall definitely should have put this away. I don't know what he's doing, but obviously our Europa League squad coming in and doing the business for us. And finally, just after half-time then, we do manage to break the deadlock on the counter-attack. Lamela playing through Marshall, who skips past a few players. And then probably a bit of poor keeping by their keeper, but I'll take the goal nonetheless. A decent finish under the keeper to put us 1-0 up, and that pretty much confirmed our top spot. We were never going to lose the game from there. We could have ended up drawing it, but that gave us the 1-0 lead anyway. And then shortly after that, in about the 60th minute, we managed to double our lead. Paulinho playing a great over-the-top ball into the box, and Chadley takes it down, muscles off a couple of defenders, and puts it in the corner to put us 2-0 up, and that put us through into the last 32, I think, the first knockout round of the Europa League. It doesn't go straight into like the last 16. I think there's another couple of rounds yet. That made it 2-0, but we did manage to, we were holding on at the end actually. Red Bull Salzburg did pull one back to give us a nervy finish. Soriano, Jonathan Soriano, I think he was at Barcelona once, but now he's at Red Bull Salzburg. Soriano fucking goes through. I don't know what Eric Dyer is doing, but he gets shrugged off, and he puts it back to bring it back to 2-1 for them. And as I said, we were holding on, so we brought on a couple of subs just to make sure that we didn't blow that lead. And that's how it finished then, 2-1. And as I said, that secured our top spot at the top of the Europa League group table. And that saw us through again in a game we didn't really dominate, to be fair. Again, we never really seem to have any possession in these sort of games. But as you can see there, we managed to bag 2 mil extra transfer funds, which was going to come in handy for the January transfer window coming up. On to the second game, then we had Chelsea away, a massive, massive game. We went for a 4-5-1, and we decided to basically just do a Mourinho against Mourinho and try and park the bus and generally shut up shop and play on the counter-attack. So that's why we went for a 4-5-1. We had Stambouli and Strootman, I think, started. It was Paulinho or whatever. But anyway, we get off to a decent start, I suppose. The tactic was working well for the first period of the game. We played Lamela and Lennon either side, so we had plenty of pace down the wings. And Lamela broke through and forced a decent save out of Courtois that they had in net. And then Chelsea responded with a decent chance of their own. I think they managed to bag Edison Cavani from PSG. And he just blazed just over about the 20-minute mark. But this was our best chance of the game then. Destro skipping past Ivanovic and then skipping past Cahill. And if he'd hit that with his right foot, the outcome might have been a little bit different. But again, a decent save by Courtois. But just before half-time, the tactic was undone. Matic slipped through Cavani, a bit of poor defending. Obviously, Cabal's out, so we're having to partner Kirikez with Vertonghen, which isn't my first choice centre-back partnership. I don't really like Kirikez. In real life, he's an absolute fucking liability. But obviously on FIFA, he's decent because of his pace. But they were all at sea. The defence was fucking all at sea. And Matic slipped through Cavani, who kind of just dinks it over Lloris. I think he just dived completely the wrong way. And that gave him the 1-0 lead again. I think that was Strootman there in midfield, just didn't get close enough to Matic, and a decent finish, I suppose, by Cavani to give him the 1-0 lead. Again, Vertonghen just too slow to react to the ball. But as I said then, we thought, fuck it, we might as well try and go out and win this game. Now, after being 1-0 down and trying to park the bus, it was never really going to work for us. So we brought on some attacking changes. We brought on Marshall and I think Townsend as well. We changed Ericsson to play a little bit deeper role. We also brought Paulinho on as well. And to be fair, we didn't deserve to lose this game. And finally, in the 70th minute, we did manage to get the goal that we deserved. On the counter-attack, again, Rose breaking through and playing in Marshall, who skips past John Terry and executes a fantastic finish past Courtois into the corner to give us the 1-1 equaliser. And as I said, we didn't really deserve to lose the game, so at this point I wouldn't say I was buzzing, but I was fairly happy because I thought we put in a fairly decent defensive performance and we didn't deserve to lose the game. To be fair though, Courtois probably should have saved that. On the second replay you'll see here, it's not the best shot, it kind of just trickles into the corner, he gets a foot onto it. But, as I said, that was the equaliser, but typical Spurs, we seem to find a way to blow it every fucking time, and just before the end of the game, really, you know, about 10 minutes to go, Schürrle somehow managed to score. Again, the defence is all at sea, and I have no idea how he scored from there. I'm not sure how he wasn't offside, to be fair. I think I tackled him, and that's why he wasn't offside. Again, Kirikez at fault, but you can't really blame him too much. I think he makes a decent tackle there, Kirikez, and I just don't know how that's fallen to Schürrle, because in real life that's never going in. Lloris would just gobble that up, but somehow that's managed to go in on FIFA, and that was very disappointing. But in the latter stages of the second half, literally the dying embers of the game, I thought we'd snatched a point. We had a fantastic chance right at the end. Dembele on the edge of the box getting a yard and hitting a shot, but I think it was deflected. I think it might have been Oscar that made the tackle there that just took all the power out of the ball, and that is how it finished. We lost 2-1 away at Chelsea, but a very pleasing performance, to be fair. You'll see at the stats at the end here, we had more shots, more of the ball, and so I was very disappointed to come away with a loss after that game, because, as I said, I don't think we deserved to lose it at all. And finally then, on to our last game of the episode. We had Leicester away, and after losing to Chelsea, we kind of needed to bounce back, because we weren't in the relegation zone anymore, but we still needed to pick up points nonetheless. And we got off to an absolutely fantastic start in about the 10th or 11th minute. They had a free kick deep inside our half that was cleared. Vertonghen made a great header, and it falls to Destro, who just powers all the way through from deep inside our own half, powers past the last two defenders, and sticks it home powerfully past Schmeichel. I was going to say Peter Schmeichel then, but it's not. Kasper Schmeichel, I was going to say. Puts it past Kasper Schmeichel to put us 1-0 up after about 12 minutes. But not long after that, in about the 22nd minute, Leicester managed to equalise. Again, poor defending by me, just don't clear it, and then Lloris comes out and makes an absolute meal of it. Just can't get his fists to it and punch it away. And I think it falls to Nick Powell, who they had on loan from Man United, who sticks it in to equalise for them. And it just goes from bad to worse for us. In about the 34th minute, just for half-time then, I have no idea how this ends up going in. A shot from, I think it was Nick Powell again, saved by Lloris, and then we just couldn't clear it, and it falls to David Nugent with probably one of the easiest finishes he'll ever have in his fucking career. And that put them 2-1 up, and as I said, we were in a bit of trouble. That was about the 35th minute. I think that's Ericsson there. I just don't know what you're doing. Just fucking clear it. And that was shocking, and that put us 2-1 down just for half-time. And just after half-time, you're probably thinking at home it surely cannot get any worse, but it does. How on earth that is a penalty, I will never fucking know. Kirikez again. Fuck me, when is Kabul back? Because he's just given away, made so many mistakes, made so many tackles and stuff. But to be honest, I wasn't even controlling him there. The computer made that tackle for me. So that was a little bit poor by the CPU there, giving away that penalty. It was pretty shocking, but not much I could have done about that. Anyway, that gave them a penalty, and it was up to the veteran Esteban Cambiasso to step up, and he puts it straight down the middle. I went left with Lloris. And that put them 3-1 up, and we were bang in trouble. Again, I have no idea. To be honest, I don't really play career mode that much. So when I started on Legendary, it was a massive shock for me. And even switching down to World Class, it's taken me a while to get used to how hard it really is. So those of you saying I'm shit in the comment section, I'll agree with you for now, I am shit, but on Ultimate Team, I'm a completely different player. But anyway, again, we made some big changes. We needed a miracle to come out of this game to somehow, you know, rescue a point or even snatch a win, seeing as we were 3-0 down about the 60th minute. And literally straight away, as soon as we make the substitutions, they weren't even on the pitch at the time. It was that quick. Destro lays in Lamela, who brings it back to 3-2 in the 61st minute, and that gave us a sniff of trying to get a point back into this game. As I said there, then we scored, and then the substitutions came on, so it was literally straight after we made the substitutions. And then again, about 2 minutes later, we had another fantastic opportunity to equalise. Marshall running from deep, slipping in Dembele, and you have to fucking hit the target there, Dembele. I don't even know what you're doing. But anyway, with about 15 minutes to go, we do manage to finally grab the equaliser after knocking on the door for so long. A ball comes in from the throw-in. Rose lays in Ericsson, who plays a nice little whipped ball into the box. And Anthony Marshall, again, comes off the bench and produces the goods and pulls it back to 3-3. As I said, that was with about 15 minutes to go. So after equalising with 15 minutes to go, we thought we had the chance to go on and eventually win this game. As you can see, the Yids in the corner going absolutely off their nuts. And as I said, we had a fantastic opportunity to then win the game. Townsend being played over the top, but I just don't know what you're doing. Just please finish that, for fuck's sake. I have no idea what you're doing. I think it was Ericsson that played him over the top. He comes inside, and with his weaker right foot, Kasper Schmeichel makes an absolutely world-class save to deny him there. And I'll just let the clip run because you can already tell what's going to happen, seeing as I haven't edited this bit out. You already know what's going to happen straight away from the counter-attack. Again, abysmal defending by me. Absolutely abysmal defending by me. Townsend has the chance to seal the game for us, but it goes completely the other way, and Chris Wood, of all people, I think he came off the bench, and he puts it into the corner, and that put Leicester 4-3 up, and I genuinely thought that was game over. But again, I'm going to let the clip run because this was just absolutely ridiculous. Lamela from the kickoff, weaving left, right and centre, who slips in Townsend, who again then slips in Lamela. Can he finish? He fucking can. Puts it under Kasper Schmeichel to equalise, make it 4-4 in the 89th minute. And we genuinely, by the skin of our teeth, we managed to come away with a point away at the King Power Stadium. Anyway, guys, that is pretty much it. Another disappointing episode, to be fair, but I can assure you the results do pick up from now on. If you have enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you are new around here. I now have a second channel, so if you want to go and subscribe to that, the link to it down in the description. The Premium Cat, I know, a very imaginative name. Anyway, if you are new around here, don't forget to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter as well. The links that'll be down in the description. And apart from that, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.